Welcome to clickseminars.live. Keep learning, keep earning in 2020 and beyond. And now let's get ready for our next speaker session starting now. Hello, everybody. It's Mike Stewart, the Internet Audio Guy. Look what my phone said here at 1 p.m. It said Click Seminars is going live, and we are live. Well, I love technology. So glad you're here. Everybody's getting into their seats. Get ready. We got another amazing presentation. This is day 3 of clickseminars.live. And let me tell you a couple little things that you need to be aware of, and then we're going to bring on our next presenters. You got two for the price of one today. Number one, I want you to be aware of, that we have got a VIP upgrade. Yes, we're going to have a VIP party Friday night here in the U.S., but it's basically the last session on Friday. And you should consider going to clickseminars.live/VIP to upgrade and consider being a VIP, because there's a lot of benefits. In fact, I'll tell you some of the benefits. You're going to have 30 days unlimited access to watch all the recordings after the event is over. And you're going to be invited to join us in an exclusive VIP coaching session brought to you by all the organizers. And then, of course, there's going to be all kinds of opportunities to network. We're setting up independent Zoom rooms, so you'll be able to go into private Zoom rooms with the speakers, ask them questions, and have a lot of fun networking and getting to know each other virtually. And by the way, this year we have a sponsor. If you haven't or don't know about ClickBank, let me tell you, I've known about ClickBank. They've been around for over 20 years, and they're one of the premier ways to get started on the internet selling digital products and a whole lot more. So check out ClickBank at clickseminars.live/ClickBank. All right, let's get to it. Today we have Barry Plaskow. Barry is known as the prolific webinar creator and responsible for 8 figures in sales. Wow. Barry has helped tens of thousands of students build their e-commerce and local digital marketing businesses. His greatest asset is his ability to find big ideas that have turned into decent products into 7-figure launches. Okay, well, you got my attention. Why don't I just bring this fellow up to the screen, to the virtual stage? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Barry Plaskow.
Hello, everyone. Good to see everyone. Thank you so much for that very kind introduction, Mike. Very much looking forward to sharing this with everyone. If everyone can hear me loud and clear, I'm ready to go as soon as you let me, you tell me to get started.
Well, I'm going to tell you to get started. Get started.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that so quick. Okay, guys, I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Really a big thank you to Tom and to Mike and the entire team for inviting us. It's a real privilege to be here with you today. All right, let's get into this right away, because I want to share with you how a very odd group of newbies are absolutely crushing right now sales without spending a red cent, not on traffic, not on store, not on product. I'm going to show you a formula for crushing it for the holidays. This is the time to do it. We're in October. This is the time to get ready for the holidays. Again, without spending any money on traffic, product, inventory, or even on your store. And I'm going to share with you how how a kid, a $12 an hour kid in Walmart, considered an absolute failure, generated $3,811 with a test in just 8 days. So let's get into this right away. If you are ready, just let me know in the chat box if you are ready to get started. Let's get straight into it. You ready? Awesome. Let's get started. Okay. So let me just get the presentation going. Let's go. So guys, I've spent the last 11 years teaching thousands of students how to do e-commerce, literally from going back all the way back to 2009, 2010. We've been teaching e-commerce. Some of our students have created incredible businesses. One such as Sebastien Cerizet built a business in 8 figures selling e-commerce. And then, by the way, took our method in France and helped people that were unemployed and was employed by the French government to help people that are unemployed to build e-commerce businesses. And then Roger is a student of mine that became a trainer of ours, built a 7-figure business, closing in 8 figures using e-commerce. But I'm sure you guys understand today that e-commerce has gotten a lot harder. Write in the chat box if you understand why e-commerce is harder today than it was going back even 7, 6, 5, even 5 years ago. What is the difference? And yes, by the way, this is for newbies. Daisy says, I'm a newbie from Germany. This is for you. We're talking about a newbie formula. Why is e-commerce, you think, harder today? than it was 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. I'll tell you why. Number one, increased competition, especially e-commerce. We're talking about Amazon. The competition is insane. The cost of traffic to get started, you need to invest. That's what they've always told us. You need to invest in order to be able to make money. Now, the problem is for a newbie that's not sure whether it's going to work or not, they're concerned to invest thousands of dollars in order to get started. And it's harder to find winning products. So it's gotten a lot harder. The result, many newbies, even if they get started in e-commerce, usually end it without any meaningful return on investment. Right in the chat box, me, if you have tried to sell something online, right in the chat box, not me, if you've never tried to sell something online. I'm just curious. I can see a lot of our close friends here. Amazing to see you, Frank. A lot of friends here. So write in the chat box, me if you have in the past tried to sell something online, not me if you have not. All right, and there's a bit of a delay, so we'll see the responses in a couple of seconds. Well, today, I want to share with you how complete newbies and how you could be making your first ever online sales. And these newbies are doing it without investing a red cent on inventory, traffic, or store. Zero. Read my lips, nothing. And how you can use this method. Literally, Don's got an e-commerce business. Rodney's got one. And how you can do this and use this method to crush sales during the holidays. All right? I hope you're ready for this. We're going to share with you step by step a holiday formula that's about to transform eBay into what we call EasyBay. I'm not sure if some of you know about what we've shared in terms of EasyBay in the past. Love to get your comments if you have. But that's what we're about to share with you in the course of the next hour or so. We're also going to share with you how a Walmart $12 an hour newbie who had a job went from that to raking in $3,811 in profit in 8 days straight. That's over $9,500 in 8 days. You can see on the quadrant, you can see there in 8 days, nearly $10,000 in sales, $3,800 plus in profits. And how my lazy son, literally at the end of the summer holidays, was bored because we were in a lockdown, was unable to leave. So I said, you know what? Build. This is just a couple of months ago. Follow Bill's strategy, which I'm about to share with you. This is the last 30 days. He's generated over $14,000 from scratch with zero background. I did not help him. I just told him to use Bill's formula, which you're about to learn today. So, and you can see other newbies, 15,000, 11. These are people in 30 days are generating tremendous amounts of sales. Some of them are approaching over 25. There's $26,000. And that's a few months after getting started. All right. So you're going to get your hands on this simple formula. You're not going to spend any money whatsoever on traffic, inventory, or anything else. Okay. What is absolutely clear is that you will not need a ton of time. You do not need investment on traffic or websites. You don't need a background in e-commerce. Those who are completely new, this is a perfect solution for you. You don't have to have marketing skills, a copywriting skills, technology background, or anything else in terms of previous e-commerce experience. What you do need is a couple of hours that you're willing to dedicate to this a week, a positive attitude, and this is the most important thing of all, the ability to focus your attention and not follow the so-called gurus that are sharing concepts that perhaps worked for them 18 months ago, 2 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, and you're willing to just focus right in the chat box, ready to focus. If you can focus, I'm telling you right now, you will not need to spend any money on traffic, inventory, store, but you do need to focus. So I want to make sure, give me a number, the word focus or 100% focus in the chat box if you are able to focus. I want to make sure you're with me. And we're going to share with you the entire strategy. Okay. I hope you are then ready. I'm going to start seeing the focusing in about, I don't know, roughly in about 20 seconds. There's a delay between us, but I will see those answers. I'm seeing them right now. Focus, 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 focus. All right. Now, what I'm about to share with you is super exciting for 5 main reasons. And then I'm going to get into the formula. And I want you to understand this, guys, because you're sitting right now on the eve of the holidays. The time is now. You're sitting on something really spectacular for 5 reasons. Number one, if we can bring him up, Mike, we got the legendary Mad Bill Crosby. Why do we call him Mad Bill Crosby? There you go, Mad Bill. How you doing, my friend?
Barry, how are you?
Well, Bill, very good. And I'm glad you joined us. He's right now visiting his daughter in university. So it's thank you for taking, and your wife, perhaps even more so, taking the time to be with us here. It's very important that you are. Bill, I met Bill some time ago. This guy is a systems expert. He's made millions in internet marketing, was literally a legend of Twitter marketing, sold 24,000 copies of his Twitter traffic machine, which he then got bored of, moved on. Built a real estate development company, made millions from that. Got to the top of his MLM company, got bored of that. Built a local SEO company to 7 figures a year before he exited, a very healthy exit indeed. But this guy, the main thing about Mad Bill is that he is a systems genius. And I saw eBay, and we were teaching eBay, and a lot of our members were having success, but it was only about 30%, 35%. I said, Bill, I need you to devise a system, and I'm going to set a challenge. This is what I want you to achieve. I want you to build the world's first eBay system for making 40% plus profit margins on every product without spending any money on inventory, and to generate a non-stop supply of buyer traffic for newbies, for people that have never done this in their lifetime, for nothing. So Bill's mad. He literally is a systems genius. Are you okay? Are you offended me calling you Mad Bill?
Oh, no, not at all.
It's a term of endearment, Bill. It's a term, by now it's a term of endearment. This guy, he is absolutely mad in terms of building systems. The goal is $200 a day in profit within 30 days. That is the goal. Now, let me ask you guys in the chat box, and by the way, Bill, there's about a 20, 30-second delay, so we're not going to see responses immediately, but write in the chat box, 200, if that is a decent goal that you would like to achieve. And this, by the way, was before the holidays. Right now with the holidays, the potential is way better. But I'd like to know, and we're not talking about crazy numbers. We're not throwing out, oh, this is how you make a foot. We're talking about a very conservative goal, $200 a day in profit. So $6,000 roughly a month. Would that make a difference to you? Would that be something that you'd be satisfied with if you could get started and be able to achieve that? That was the challenge. I set Mad Bill Crosby. By the way, it's with an R. No one called him Bad Bill Crosby, or he'll get mad for another reason. We're not going to get into that. Okay, we shall continue. So reason number one is that we've got Bill here, and he built the system. And you're going to see how our newbies are literally, you're going to see so much proof of our newbies that have been making sales, almost every single one of them, for the first time in their lives. Second reason why you should be excited, your timing is insane. Who here is aware of the holiday crush when it comes to e-commerce? Right in the chat box, me. If you're aware that the fourth quarter, people making Bill are making more in the fourth quarter potentially than they can make the rest of the other 3 quarters put together. That's how crazy it is.
Yeah, it's quite amazing right now because the amount of volume that happens around the holidays is about 75% of the entire year in that one quarter. So this is such an excellent time to be getting into this business just because there's an onslaught of shopping about ready to just explode.
It really is. And right now, October is literally the time, literally the time that this happens. So this is another reason why we're very excited, why you should be excited right now. Sales get going the end of October. You're in perfect timing because the way Bill's devised this, you can maybe be making sales literally in a couple of days. They explode in November and December, and by the way, still continue into January as well. Sales increased incredibly last year. And by the way, this year, we're going to get to it in a minute. Oh my goodness, with what's going on with lockdowns, COVID, people scared to leave their houses, people not wanting to purchase and go down to Main Street, the online revolution is taking place. So that's the second reason why we should be excited. The third reason is that with eBay, you can enjoy the explosion of sales without having to pay for it. Now think about this. eBay wants you, excuse me, eBay wants to persuade you to set up your business with them, not to work with their competitor, the famous A word. They want you to work with them. They're ready to supply you with 3 completely free traffic sources. I'm going to share those with you coming up in the process step by step. But I want you to understand when you don't need to worry about finances to make sales. And imagine you could grab 3 massive traffic processes completely for free as a newbie. You don't need to be a wizard in anything in terms of marketing. You need to follow a process. You can get that sort of traffic for nothing. All right. Who's starting to get excited? Who understands the map that we're providing you. Laid says me. That was fast. And we're going to get into this. Lololi says me as well. Okay. The fourth reason why you should be excited. Anyone can do this. Anyone. There's practically no learning curve. Bill has broken this down into step by step. He built a course around this process. He took a group of newbies, and you're going to see the sales they were generating in just a couple of minutes. But it's now dialed in. And for the holiday period, this is so red hot. You don't need to invest to play. I've mentioned that. And this is different from anything you've ever seen before. And a final reason why you should be really excited, perhaps even more now, is that we're talking about the holiday season, Bill. But this holiday is just a taster for what's about to happen. 2021, e-commerce is going like this. If it's been like this for the last 3 or 4 years, now with what's going on in the world has changed forever. Online and e-commerce will never be the same. The amount of sales that are going to be generated in e-commerce 2021 is going to explode compared to what's happened even in the last few years that's seen exponential growth. I mean, you see what's happening in the news, guys. There's a famous saying of Tony Robbins. Listen, read this very carefully. Success leaves clues. Study people you admire, or even if you don't admire them, you want to be like. So take a look what's going on in the world. Guys, do you know the following guy? The first one to mention his name first, Mike, I'd love you to bring that person up on the screen so I can congratulate them. Whoever mentions his name first wins the gold medal. Here it is. Anyone recognize this guy? No, it's not Bill Crosby. It's not his lookalike. No. Who is that? Who's the first one to tell me who that is? Of course, it is Jeff Bezos of Amazon fame. Jeff Bezos. Now, you may have seen in your local neighborhood, if you're in North America, you certainly see he's invested in hundreds of thousands of these prime trucks because he knows something. Well done, Jess Buyer. You win that. You come gold. Why is he investing in 100,000 fleet of these cars, of these vehicles? Because he knows something that we need to know, and that is e-commerce is looking like this. His business is going to explode in 2021. E-commerce is only going to get bigger. So guys, are you excited yet? If you are, we can share with you the formula. You're going to be handheld by the #1 sales explosion expert, Mad Bill. Holiday shopping is insane. It's only getting bigger. The future is happening right now. Anyone that jumps on this now cannot just benefit from the holiday sales, but think about what's happening for the 12 months thereafter. You know e-commerce is going in this direction. You don't need to invest money on traffic or store or even on inventory. And all you need is a cell phone or an internet connection to do this. Anyone can do this. Guys, you excited yet? Who would like to see the formula? Write in the chat box me if you'd like to see the formula, or we can get an early bath. Let me know what you want. Would you like to see that? Oh, okay, everyone wants to see the formula. Let's get into this then right away. So just one quick word before that. We've spoken about 2020, this coming year. With COVID and what's going on, CNBC said something absolutely insane, that the sales, I don't need to spend too much time on this slide, but sales, they're just a source that says that 2021 sales are going to be absolutely explosive. As I'm not sure if you guys are old as I am, or maybe Bill is. See a little bit of the gray hair. Do you remember the song 1980? Do you remember the year of the song? Video Killed the Radio Star. Do you remember that song, Bill?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Video Killed. So what year was that? 19?
That's probably in the 80s somewhere.
Almost. Well, you are right. 1980. All right. So that was the song in 1980. Well, today it's e-commerce killing the retail store. The song has changed, and e-commerce is literally, that's where we are in 2021. So the future of e-commerce through eBay is here because it completely levels the playing field. And I'm going to share with you why. This is the important part, guys. I hope you really are going to be taking notes because this is about to be a game changer. It is the easiest place on earth to set up an e-commerce business, bar none. First of all, you get a free account. You don't need to spend money on your store. And the way that Bill does it, you will not spend money on your store for a long time because you're only going to have winning products in there. That's #1. I mentioned the free traffic. You don't need to invest time or money building a store. And you don't even need to build a brand, right? With Amazon, the only way it's going to work today with Amazon, you need to have a brand of products. With eBay, you can rely on eBay's brand. People love eBay. They love the fact they can pay and purchase with PayPal. And many of our eBay buyers, they only buy on eBay. And there's a marketplace of over 180 million buyers. So let's get into the traffic. There's 3 ways that you're going to be able to drive traffic with eBay. Listen very carefully and start taking very important and detailed notes. Number one, by adding products consistently. If you can find a product and another product and a winning product like that, and you consistently add more and more products, eBay will reward you, not just with more and more traffic, but it becomes like a snowball effect of traffic. So if you can be consistent with with products, you're done. It's almost game over from there. By the way, my son, I shared with you his numbers, almost made $15,000 last month. This is the only thing he does. He just adds products. He's pretty lazy. I'm sorry to tell you, Bill, he followed maybe 30% of what you taught them. He only listens to the first 3 or 4 classes of yours, and he's already making nearly $15,000 a month in sales. He only does number 1, right? So, Bill, don't be too offended. He's doing pretty well, despite the fact he's ignored 80% of what you told him.
So perhaps he only needed that 20%, and it seems like that was good, right? I don't think he's that
definitely. I just want to say you worked hard on the other 80%, but most of our members are making sales even without that. It is what it is. All right, second form of traffic, optimizing your listings. We're going to show you how to do that. But basically, eBay's got 180 million buyers. They're searching for products. What if you can get your product to the top of the search engine? Well, in the old days, that was difficult. You need to be a good copywriter. You need to know what keywords to use. Bill has used an OPS way of doing it. What's OPS? Other people's stuff. I'm going to get to that in just a second. But if you can copy and paste in a Word document, you can do that. And the third part of scaling, which I think is mesmerizing. Guys, I want to ask you a question. Very important question. Imagine if Mark Zuckerberg would arrive to you today and say, listen, Laid, Rodney, Lisa, Don, Monica, I've made a change. It's almost a new year. This is what I'm going to do. You can send as much traffic as you like to any product that you want. I'm not going to charge you any money on that traffic. All I'm going to ask you to do is agree to pay me between 1 and 20% of the sale after you make a sale. Put your hand up and say me in the chat box right now. If you would jump all over Facebook, if you would get exponential, non-stop, literally a conveyor belt of traffic for free, you'd only pay Mark Zuckerberg after you made the sale and only a small percentage of the sale. Who would do that? I'm just curious. Laid would do that. Okay, Rodney Chambers would do that. Lulani would do that. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correct. Jess, of course, would do that. Jess, you're red hot today. Gold medal, and now you got the 4th place here. Okay, well, the third type of traffic is that eBay actually provides you with that. Oh, I'll say it again. You have a product. You literally just tell eBay between 1 and 20% how much you're willing to give eBay. They normally tell you 7, 8%, right? They even tell you what you should pay. Mad Bill's got a formula for paying half of that, by the way. You then put in half of that. That's all you do, and you'll make more sales. And you only pay eBay after the sale has been generated. Guys, we're talking about exponential amount of traffic, zero expense up front. And even the third type of traffic, you only pay after the sale has been generated. So getting started, guys, is easy. Once you get an account, eBay will drive you traffic almost immediately. And adding products is literally a click of the mouse. You could be a technophobe, a click of the mouse. And it's the lowest barrier of entry of any e-commerce platform out there. So keep the following in mind, and then we're going to get to the formula step by step. Number 1, you don't need to spend any money on Facebook ads, Google ads. You don't need to spend to pay eBay for any advertising fees until after the sale's been generated. You don't need to drive traffic. eBay is going to give that to you by virtue of adding products. You don't need to have your own branded products. People trust eBay, the name. You don't need to purchase any inventory up front. You don't need any of that. Bear that in mind. I hope this is making sense. If you have got any questions, ask them right now. If there's anything that you're not sure about, because I'm now about to get into the meat and potatoes. This is it. We're going to get to the formula right now. I think it's going to blow your mind how simple it is. And I can't claim to have any authorship of this. It's this guy sitting the other side of the world from me. That is the author of this process that has made this so simple. Okay, paid on results is the best strategy on the planet, says Atami. And Atami, by the way, if that is my Atami that I know as actually as part of the group that has done this, and has attained some great results with it. So anyway, let's get into this. With these advantages, it's not surprising that newbies are generating great sales. I'm not going to bore you with this, but I can just show you just a few phrases. All these are complete newbies. Does this work? Well, after my sales for the last 31 days in one account, this is first 31 I've done. I've done very little on an account recently due to a house move, etc. And you can see that the guy's been generating results. Leo, I just made my 2 sales from 2 separate items. This is in a couple of days. Jeff Hollow, I sold my first item. It's only been 2 days, says Jeff Hollow. He went on and he's been generating tons and tons of sales since. Jeff West, over the weekend, I sold 8 units of an item, $45 profit each. Hopefully my etc. Can you imagine $200 and something $50 in a weekend? So here I stand, my first 7 days. You can see here, this was going back into COVID times. It's even easier with the holiday times right now. So he says, what did he generate? Over $1,100 in his first 7 days. That's Troy Kemper. And then he went on and on. He says, if you look at the third paragraph, I did the math with the progress that he's having with 8 sales a day. This is like 30 days later. He's on to make $146,000 in profit without any expenses up front. Susan Cox says, I sold 2 thermometers, 52% profit margins. This is insane. Darcy made my first sale of a product I listed yesterday. First day makes a sale. Leon, I made my first sale today. George, my first sale in 1 day. Janet, all right, I just found a few things. I posted my first item for sale last night. Within 30 minutes, I got an email. It was sold, says Janet. These are all complete newbies. Trenner, I put a Fitboard for sale yesterday, and I sold it already. Fraser then goes on, and he's crushing it. Guys, are you ready to see Bill's formula? Guys, write in the chat box, me. I want to make sure that everyone is ready for this. Who would like to see the formula? Newbies galore getting crazy results. But for me, the most important thing is not just those guys making crazy results. It's the fact that people that have never had a sale in their life are making profitable sales. $40, $50, $100 at a time, a day after listing a product. Are you excited about that? All right, let's share with you the formula. Step number 1, we need to find incredibly trending products with 40% profit margins and little competition. This is the entirety of the entire process. If you can do this, everything else is simple because it's ready to apply, to find winning products. It's the one step that holds everyone back from building a business that you would love to build. I mean, is there an issue with traffic? Of course there isn't. I've just showed you can get traffic for nothing with eBay. Setting up, literally up in half an hour to an hour. Investment? Heck no. This is the only platform on earth you do not invest money in traffic. No, investment will never be the reason to hold you back. Competition? No. It's not like Amazon. It's not a race to the bottom. Some of our members are making more sales by charging more than less. It's just a completely different platform. Is it branding? No. There's no requirements to worry about branding when it comes to eBay. So what is the one thing that you need? Find winning products. That's what you need to do. But where do you find those winning products? Who can you rely on that's got the data? First one to figure out the answer gets a gold medal. Who do you think's got the data? I challenged Mad Bill. I said, Bill, you need to find winning products. But here's the thing. You cannot expect our members to invest thousands of dollars finding this, and you need to show them a way that they can get this instantly. I want winning products that someone can literally just find it, apply it, and make sales in 24 hours. That is what I want you to achieve. So he came back literally 3 days later. After 2 days, he said, well, I found it. I said, it's too difficult. He said, and 3 days later, he said, Barry, I found it. Guys, where do you think that source is? We needed a trusted source that could tell us exactly what people are searching for online, that are telling us what it is that people want to purchase. Because if we know what they want, we can go and find it and sell it. Okay, who's got that information, guys? Anyone know? Here we go. It's Google. It is Google. Do you agree with me? Google has got all the knowledge that we need. In a second, Bill, hopefully we can share your screen in just a second. But let me share with you just one thing before Bill shares with you, just a synopsis of what the solution is. Google has during COVID, released a free tool that provides you with winning products. Literally tells you what products are red hot right now. And by the way, you don't even have to search. If you can plonk in your email address and ask Google to provide you and send you an update, it will send you an email digest of red hot products. The service is called Think with Google. You can get that information now. Now, what we're going to do with it, that's going to come up in just a couple of seconds. But Bill, if you want to share your screen, just give a little glance view of what Think with Google is and why you found this thing. Why did you decide that this was the solution?
Well, we know that Google does have all the knowledge that we need, and for them to be sharing it with us is just an amazing thing. And literally what they're sharing, can you see my screen okay? Is that,
yeah,
we good? All right. So what this tool does is it literally is just telling us the rising retail categories. You can see right there on my screen, okay? So they're telling us literally in real time what people are buying, okay? Which is an amazing thing. So the way they do it is there's 3 different formats that they have. You can either look at the data weekly, monthly, or yearly. Right now it's under yearly, but if I wanted to see like, all right, what's been going on the last month or so, I can just go right in here. Here's our top trending categories here, okay? And you can see here like patio heaters. Like patio heaters right now are really, really hot, of course, because it's starting to get a little bit cold. Most of this data is coming from the United States. There are a number of different other countries there, but the data isn't as complete as it is in the United States. But with eBay, a very large percentage of the business being done and the purchasing being done on eBay is from the United States. So that's one of the top sort of areas that our students focus on, is that area. But you can see right here that patio heaters are trending really hard because it's starting to get a little cold in the U.S. and people are buying them. So these patio heaters, exactly the terms to use in order to have winning products in our eBay business. It's just one of the most amazing things. And Barry, do you remember when I said, man, I found this thing, Barry, it's just ridiculous how good this is. And you were like, yeah, okay, show it to me. And you were like, oh my gosh, you're not kidding me. It's spoon feeding us. It literally is spoon feeding us. And you can look on a weekly basis and it'll tell you what's trending right now this week. It's an amazing tool, and our students use it all the time. So do I. I'm on it multiple times a week, seeing what's trending, and it's literally telling me exactly what I need to put into my eBay account. And every single time I put one of these things in, it starts selling immediately.
Just bear in mind that you don't need to be in America to sell in America. That's the beauty of this. We have people around the world, in the Far East, in Europe, in the Middle East, Australia, you name it, and some of the members are in the US as well. You don't need to be, you could be in the Sahara Desert. It doesn't matter. That's the beauty of this.
Anywhere in the world.
It's incredible. We're going to get, guys, in a second, we're going to show you how you're going to take these ideas and then turn them into products. That's the next step of the process. But if you haven't got a crazy idea, you don't know what's selling right now, this provides you with the ideas. The next step is to turn the ideas into actual products with 40+ profit margins. So you can buy them, say, for $100 and you can sell them for $140. So you're making at least a 40% profit margin. That is the secret sauce that Bill is sharing with you. All right. So that's just step number 1. So write in the chat box, wow, if you like the thought that you have all the knowledge that you ever need about what people are searching for and what types of products are red hot right now. I'm going to look here for a few hundred wows. Let's make sure everyone sees this and gets and understands it. Okay, let's continue with my presentation meanwhile. So we've spoken about Think with Google. Awesome. So step number 2, we've got these great ideas, but now we want to go into the next step. We want to look into what Bill calls his e-commerce crystal ball. Why does he call it that? It's a pretty extreme term to call it. What we want to do is the following. You see, they're great products, but how do we know that that great product's going to sell like crazy on eBay? So traditionally, this is what everyone else does. It's a complete mistake. Is they throw hundreds, if not thousands, of products inside the eBay account. The problem with that is that very quickly you're actually having to pay eBay for those additional products. And we want to do this. I charged Bill. I said, listen, you need to do this in a way that newbies are not going to be spending hundreds of dollars because they got thousands of products in their eBay account. I don't want that. I want you with precision targeting to know I found a great product from Google. We show you how to find it for 40% profit margins. I want to know, like a crystal ball, that this thing works. Bill came up with a solution, by the way, with 40% profit margins. How on earth did he come up with a solution? So again, the old solution was just throw out in thousands of products, throw it to the wall and see what sticks. I don't like that, because I know it's a reason for a newbie to stop at some point because they have to spend money on their store. And as I said, my deal with Bill was that he'll find a way to guarantee a product would kill it. So Bill found a solution within eBay itself. And literally, he has eBay telling him whether the product is going to crush it or not. Now, write this down. The solution is called eBay Promoted Listings. Now, normally, traditionally, promoted listings is used once you've got a winning product. It's the version of Facebook I mentioned before that you just agree to pay eBay 1 to 20%, and then they will only charge you once you make a sale. So Bill reverse engineered the process. Instead of using eBay promoted listings down the road once you found a winning product, he throws the products into this. It's like a slot machine. And he finds out which one actually is the winning slot machine. He literally throws the products in at the top, and then eBay comes back and says, hey, that one's going to sell. This one's selling. This one's selling. eBay basically tells you, Bill, where the winners are. I mean,
nice of them. So nice of them to do that. Yeah, it's an amazing little strategy that I came up with, because literally I'm kind of lazy. Like, I just wanted them to tell me what's going to work, and that's exactly what this did. I did re-engineer it, and literally when you put it up there, they're going to say to you, here's a winning product, and at that point then we can come and optimize it, as Barry's getting to now. So
that's it. So guys, all you need to do, Bill, literally is when you put your product in, which takes a couple of seconds, you just click on the tick button. They want to activate eBay promoted listings for that product, and you agree to 1 to 20%. Now, that's very easy when you've got products that have a 40% profit margin, right? And you don't need to give 20% to eBay. It's a big mistake. You give half of what they ask for. They normally ask for 7, 8, 9%. You give half of that. So you give 3, 4% away. You're just testing. It works. You put it into your account and you start optimizing. That is it.
And
guys,
even better, you can just build it right into the price and never lose any of your profit that you're getting as well, too. Because that's what I like to do, is I'll build it right into the into the price there. So if they're saying, in order to get clicks on this and sales, 3%, right? So I'll just add 3% to my profit margin, and that takes care of the entire promoted listing fee. So.
Okay, so literally this is a 180-degree turn of what other people are using eBay promoted listings and making it a lot easier. Guys, if you agree that Bill that is absolute genius. It's like a crystal ball. That is Bill from 10 years ago, by the way. His wife sent me this picture. He had a mustache and all the rest of it. Guys, write in the chat box, OMG, if you think that is genius, where you literally have turned eBay into your own crystal ball. So there's no guessing. You won't spend any time on any product, which you're not paying for, unless you know it's absolutely going to work like gangbusters. All right. So that is it. I know there's like a 20, 30-second delay, unfortunately, but I can feel like now seeing wowzer browser, says Stephen Pearson. Wowzers laid. Okay. Now, incredibly, this crystal ball system, as I said, takes 30 seconds to set up. No one even realized how to do it until Bill came along. So for the first time ever, you don't need to add tons of products. You don't need to test for weeks, get your way to success, waste any time, even spend a penny on useless products. I can see everyone's getting excited. But it gets even better. Now we're getting to the crescendo, guys, because the time has come. Step number 3. Step number 1, of course, is finding winning products. Step number 2 is making sure that it's going to work. Now, step number 3, once you find a winner, it's time to scale, scale, scale. There's 3 ways we're going to do this. And again, Mad Bill broke this down in a way that anyone can do it. Number 1, we mentioned there's 180 million people on eBay looking to buy products. So you want them to find your product at the top of the search engine. Now, traditionally, the way you do that is you have to find keywords, you have to do research. Literally, you could lose your hair doing this unless you follow Bill's OPS method. Write in the chat box, OPS, for your notes. You won't forget it. What does OPS stand for? Other people's stuff. You're going to grab the very best copy from other people's stuff that's selling similar items. Yes, you will copy their killer high converting eBay search algorithm loving descriptions. And we have a process to allow you to do that. It literally is a copy and paste. If you can copy and paste in Word, we show you how to find the winning descriptions of people that are selling similar products. You just add that into your description, into your listing, and you will 2 to 3x your sales, your traffic, just by doing that. We recommend you spend 5 to 7 minutes on a winning product. But remember, you're not even going to do this on any product unless the crystal ball in step number 2 has come back and told you and affirmed that, yes, this is going to be a winner. Okay? OPS. So if you know how to copy and paste, you're good to go with that. And we're going to share with you a proprietary software that's going to provide you this literally in your hands on a silver platter. We're going to go through that. I've got a little walkthrough. We're going to share that with you. Bill's going to share that with you in just a couple of minutes. Step number 2 in terms of scaling is what we've shared with you before, promoted listings. That little thing that Bill used as his uses his crystal ball now is going to be converted into a scaling machine. Again, when you log into your account, you've got your product, you're simply there. You're going to see a lot of drop downs called promoted listings. eBay says, would you like us to promote your listing? And you say, sure. And you've got a winning product. Why not? How much are you willing to pay us? You'll pay half of what they want. That should 2 to 3 times your traffic right there in your sales. You've done nothing. And again, guys, you're paying only after the sales been initiated. I think Bill, I don't know. It's unbelievable anyone even thought of building a business on other platforms when you have that much help from eBay.
Yeah, it's just amazing. And one of the things we love about eBay is that people who use eBay are there to buy, right? These are all buyers that are coming to eBay. So where can you get, free traffic of eyeballs that are just buyers? There's no other place that I know of that has that. Normally you have to pay for it. If you want to do, ads on Facebook or on Google or anything, you have to pay for that before you even can get that traffic, right? It's a complete reversal on eBay. It's buyers that are coming to the platform, and then they allow us to actually put our ads in front of them, in front of those buyers for free. Where else can you get that? It's amazing.
Right, and they take care of the ads for us. It's not like we have to be a copywriter, right? It's Facebook without the work. That's exactly what it is. So you only pay once the sales generated. We've already mentioned if only Facebook would do something like that. And when you've got 40% profit margins, Bill, you can afford to give away 3%, 4%, 5%. And you've even taught people how to add that into their cost calculation so that you're not even losing the 3 to 4 or 5%. That's the beauty of this. So you have so much room to play with. It's predictable scale without any risk. And that word for me is the key between success and failure. Risk. If you know you have to risk thousands of dollars and maybe it will work, you're going to think twice about risking it. If you have to risk hours, tens of hours, hundreds of hours of your time that can be spent with your family or doing something else, you may not go for it, or at some point you'll drop out. If you have to risk that you're going to lose something, there's a good chance at some point you're going to drop out. But when eBay's removed all of that R word, there's no risk. This is an enjoyable business, which is what we teach our members. Enjoy this ride. Enjoy the holiday season. E-commerce should not be stressful. It should be a lot of fun, and it's only going to grow. It's not like you have to make sales this month or you're never going to make sales. This is what e-commerce is looking like. This is what eBay is looking like. So just get the ball rolling. This is the time of year to get the ball rolling, and then scale, scale, scale into 2021. So then here's scale tactic number 3. After we've done the optimized listings, after that we've got eBay to promote for us, it's just a matter of finding more products, because eBay will reward you for more products. We're seeing serious members who are doing this consistently. They're increasing sales exponentially. That's how you get from the few $100s to a few $1,000s. My son last month did $15,000 in sales as a complete rookie. He hasn't listened to practically a word that Bill has taught him. But one thing he has learned from Bill is add products consistently. Just search and add. And he, by the way, is being pretty ad hoc with the products he's finding. I think, Bill, you'd lose a lot of hair if you saw some of the products he's been adding to his account. You'd go crazy.
I'm sure he's doing something right. So,
he's consistent.
Yeah,
He's consistent.
that's the biggest thing, is consistent. So he's consistently working on adding more products, which is exactly what eBay will reward him to do, and continue to reward him. His account will continue to just grow and grow and grow.
That's it. And eBay now, he's a super seller. So then people trust him even more. And he went camping literally for a couple of days with his friends. No joke. He was offered $100,000 from someone in the Middle East. And he was camping and missed it by a day. In the end, he lost the deal. He phoned me up. He was so upset about it. And that profit margin of that $100,000 deal, he had some computer accessories, etc. Someone needed to fit out an entire massive office. It seemed absolutely insane. He would have done tens of thousands of dollars, and he was camping and missed it. So you really should spend half an hour a day, like Bill recommends, and don't go camping and miss out on that half an hour. But you know what? He's made a lot since he doesn't mind. Okay, so guys, you do need to invest 15, 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week to do this. We recommend for doing the research and getting and adding products all the time. And when you do that, there's a snowball effect that happens. And then eBay trusts you more, sends you more traffic, you make more sales. It just gets bigger and bigger. My son, every single month, the last 3 months, it's just got bigger and bigger and bigger, the more products that he adds. But here's the thing, guys. I now want to make this even easier. I want to find endless amounts of winning products within eBay. I want to find products with mass sales potential, and I want to find products with practically no competitors. Now I want to scale like there's no tomorrow, because everything we shared with you right so far is to get the ball rolling to make sales. Now we want to go for the kill. I want to find non-stop winning products with 25 to 40% profit margins, and I want you to be able to crush this with a click of the mouse. Who here would like to see a strategy, and who would like to see a way that you could literally find winning products that each product could be worth you a fortune per month, and you could find more and more and more each day, each week? Would that be powerful? Who would now like to see an automation process with a couple of clicks of the mouse that you could find winning product non-stop? I want to see everyone give me a big me. And then, Mike, if you can hand this over to Bill's other screen so he can share with everyone in just a second. I just want to make sure that everyone's going to give me the big me. Otherwise, we're just going to cut out, and you're going to miss out on absolute automation. Yes, the problems of weeks of research, entire team of people researching for you, it's going to be thrown out the window. We had to develop a proprietary software that could do this for us. And what we're about to do is literally, this is the scale machine in action. So, Mike, if you can just turn us off video and hand it over exclusively to Bill's screen on his second screen over there. Thank you, Bill, for bringing your second screen to your hotel room. That I appreciate it, and slagging it all over there. But Mike, if you can hand it over to Bill, I'd very much appreciate it.
Can you guys see my screen now? Can you see my screen? I'm on the rising retail categories. You can. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So, Barry, as you were just talking, I literally said, hey, let me just see what I can pull up real quick here. Okay. So I ran over to here and I said, here's the trending categories for the last week. Okay. And I scanned through some things that I just know aren't, high volume stuff or are dominated by Vero products, which is what calculators would be dominated by. And I found microscopes. I'm like, microscopes, that's super interesting. Okay. Now there's like compound microscopes and scanning electronic microscopes. I didn't even look at those yet. I just pulled up microscope. I'm like, all right, let's just see what's going on with the term microscope. So as Barry said, I'm just going to head right on over to Zeek. Okay. Zeek's got this great little functionality where I can search for anything. Okay. And it's going to search on eBay, as you can see there. Okay. And I just want to see kind of like what's going on with the space. It's a really quick way of getting information about a space. Obviously, it's pretty quick here. Sometimes it's not that quick. This particular one is, okay? And I'm just looking at the prices right now, like 200, 192, 60, 293. Like, wow, this is really, really good, okay? Here's one with this fancy little thing here, $80, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and Zeek select the entire thing, okay? Because I want to see kind of what's going on in the space of microscopes. And Zeek will tell me that really, really quickly and just by a click of a button, as you can see. Now, okay, oh man, this is amazing, okay? In the last 30 days, $82,000 have been sold on eBay for microscopes, okay? 1,000% sell rate, which is pretty good. 50%, 58% successful listings. I like to be above 50, so that's really good, okay? Looks like it's kind of dominated by this one guy, but there's a lot of space here, okay? So there's all these other spaces here, you know, and again, I just want to be like 2% or 3%, you know, 2% or 3% gets me a few $1,000s a month, which is what I'd like to be at in a particular item, okay? So it allows me to now go through and look at all the different people who are dominating. So this guy, Sinclair 30s from the Philippines, now he's got 4,000. So I'm probably not going to be able to compete with him, but 97 sales. But look, he's only $15. Like $15 is not going to cut it for me. I want something that's north of like 30 or 40, okay? But I also want to compare myself to someone who's pretty closer to me in terms of, you know, how many sales that they have here. So look at this guy, okay? Here's 769. He sold 21 of these items, okay? It's a cool looking digital microscope thingy that looks like something to be really fun for kids to play with, and it's $81, okay? That's more along the lines of where I'm going to be able to make money, because again, I'm in the money-making business. I want to make sure that whatever I'm doing, I'm making money from it, okay? So I can go ahead and just scan this seller real quick, okay? And let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to open that up. It's going to actually scan this seller itself, because what I might find is that this seller is somebody that I might want to copy a whole bunch of products for, okay? So there's one particular product that I can copy, and where is it now? It's probably right here at the top. Here we go. So here's this one. He sold 22 of these at $81. Okay, so we'll do a little research on that in a second. And then there might be a whole bunch of other things here that I want to copy from what he's doing. Okay, now again, $10 is not something I want to copy, but $64 might be something I want to copy. Okay, that might be something that I say, hey, not only do I want to sell, you know, this guy here, okay, but I want to sell that guy there, okay? And as you can see, Zeek has a little plugin which tells me how many other people on eBay are using this title. Okay, so there's only one other competition besides him. Okay, on this one, there's only 4 other competition besides him, which is really good because it tells me, hey, is this a space that not only can I compete in, but is there some room, you know, in terms of the amount of sellers that are already competing with it. Now, I have a really simple little tool that allows me to find something on one of the big dropshipping websites called AliExpress, okay? So in the course, we teach you how to do this. It's super simple. You just install this Chrome plugin, okay? And I can come up here and I can click Find This on AliExpress, okay? And it goes out using that particular image, okay, and finds it and allows us to basically just immediately get into a place where we can order something like this. Okay, so now look at this. Here are all of what looks like to be pretty much the same thing. Okay, I'm just looking at this here. Okay, pretty similar. Okay, pretty similar items. Okay, but here's $12.99. Here's $23.99. 400 have sold. Okay, so what did we say? Okay, as you can see, still over here, the price that this guy's selling this for is $81.69 on eBay. Okay, and we could potentially come in here and buy it for $23 or $13. Now, we've got to make sure it's the same one, okay? I can see some buttons there, so we'd want to make sure of that, okay? But look at all these different examples that we could potentially pick up for, you know, what looks to be about 30 cents on the dollar, okay? So let's say we sold this one here at 23 bucks, and let's say we didn't even sell it. You know, we bought it at 23, okay? And we didn't even sell it for 81. Let's say it's not the same one, so we decided to sell it for 60 instead, okay? That's still like a 55% profit margin, okay, right off the bat, okay? And again, we show you how to use Zeek. It's readily available. One of the great things about it, too, so if I were to go into the title building function of this, okay, and search for this particular item, okay, it'll actually pull out what is most popular in terms of the items, the words within this particular title, and tell me exactly what to craft into my title. So it's using other people's stuff very, very simplistically. So there we go. So just this easy, okay? So here's my total title, right? If I wanted to use with battery, okay, there are an average of 1,399 searches, 21 sales with that. So like, okay, that looks pretty good. Must tool, okay, 21 sales again. Here is with battery must tool G1200, so I could easily click on the G1200. I could easily click on this one here, okay, and as you can see, it's just that simple to go ahead and build a winning title. Okay, it tells me how many characters I have left. Okay, it's super, super easy, and it's basically here's the most competitive, here's the most successful words that are being used in titles right now for this particular product. So just that simple, you can see how easy it was for me to create this. I could just drop that right into my account, and I'm off to the races. So Barry, go ahead, and I know you're going to show more on this, okay, but that's probably plenty for them to see at this point. We go through this extensively into the training. And Barry, go ahead, back to you now, bud.
Thank you. Brilliant. Thank you, Bill. Guys, literally, what you got right there is not only is it going to find you non-stop winning products with amazing profit margins and almost no competition, but at the same time, it's also going to help you to build the winning titles, which was one of the scaling processes, right? Literally copy and paste, and you can 2 to 3 times your sales. Guys, give me a big wow in the chat box if you thought that that is unbelievable. Give me a big wow in the chat box if you thought that that was absolutely unbelievable. All right, we're going to wait for the responses coming in. But scaling, guys, is easy. You've got an endless supply of winning products with high profit margins, tiny competition. You've got the OPS method that we've been talking about throughout today's presentation, where you can steal other people's best copy and paste it with that tool. It's literally a click of the mouse, and that's 2 to 3 times Xing your traffic, and you can increase your sales with eBay's insane promoted listings. Can you do this, guys? Can you copy and paste hot products from Google and get them into your account? Can you click a button and have eBay confirm that you want to make lots of sales with high profit margins with promoted listings? Can you copy and paste winning copy to optimize your listings and 2 to 3 times your sales? Click a button to increase sales with promoted listings. That's all you need to do, and repeat again and again and again, 15, 20 minutes a day. If you can do that, then you're going to be like one of our other members. And guys, the time is now, the eve of the holidays. It's dummy proof. You're lacking ideas, Google finds you solutions. You want 40% profit margins? eBay tells you, gives you the crystal ball. You want to find guaranteed winners? Reverse engineer the process that Bill shared with you. You want to win the search engines? OPS method, just take it right out of the system we built. You want to scale? 3 ways to do it. But it took a genius, this guy sitting at the other end of the world from me, to come up with a system and build a system that our members are hitting numbers like I could not believe. $12, $15, $11,000. These are members of ours with eBay that have literally built businesses, are making tens of thousands of dollars a month. And after a couple of months, some of them making even in the tens of thousands as well. So anyone can do this. This was a kid from a failure from Walmart, went on to make $3,811 in profit. That's $9,528 in sales in his first 8 days. Guys, are you ready for something absolutely insane? I hope you're ready. We're going to do something special for you guys. And it comes down to this, a very important phrase or a comment that Tony Robbins said. It is your decisions, not your conditions, that determine your destiny. Your decision on the eve of a holiday period right now, Q4, it's revving up. End of October is when it starts to go like this. November is like this. December is off the charts. And the decision and the timing is now. If you want to build an e-commerce business, there is no time like now. Welcome to EasyBay. Yes, we've turned eBay into EasyBay. It really is now easy. You know what you're getting? You're getting complete training. By the way, we've now broken this into step-by-step training. Literally easy videos, few minutes each, step-by-step. We've had people build within 48 hours, go from zero, going through your training over a weekend, and coming out making sales the very next day. That's how easy as it is. You're getting access to 12 months of our proprietary software where you can find guaranteed 40% plus winners nonstop, endless amounts of additional products with little competition and mass sales potential. Scale your product line with a click of the finger, plus additional next 12 months, you'll be able to spy on winning eBay sellers, grab their product lines, and you've got 18 months of eBay data, by the way. We know what's hot and what is seasonal, and the software tells you what you should be selling and a ton more as well. We got an exclusive members Facebook group, which you're going to get throughout the duration, throughout the holidays. It's yours. You'll be handheld by the team with Bill so that nothing could get in your way. Absolutely nothing. So get close to Bill, your questions answered, interact with other eBay sellers, both new and advanced. Your one-stop eBay community. We've got people there, newbies that are making sales before the holidays. Now it is many times easier. Live Q&A sessions on a weekly, at least a couple of times a month, usually weekly. No one left behind. Ongoing hand-holding, scaling secrets, hot seats, and more. It's everything that you need. A one-stop solution. And you can also be on this webinar, proprietary software. You'll be able to get grandfathered in second year at 50% off. Guys, we're doing something insane. You're getting access to absolutely everything that we mentioned on this training, including part of the challenge. By the way, yes, this training is set up for a challenge that you will crush it by the holiday season. It's ready to go now. Access to proprietary software, additional access to proprietary software extreme, which you're getting as well. Exclusive members Facebook group, live Q&A session, eBay mass scale system, plus grandfathered in for the second year proprietary software. No one left behind. There's over $13,000 in value, but we're going to do something special. There's a 30-day, no question asked guarantee. And this is it, guys. You either see massive progress almost immediately in those 30 days for the holidays, which is the best time of the year to do this, or you get your money back. Remember, this is the only system out there that you don't need to invest any money on traffic store or inventory. You have nothing to lose. Even got the guarantee. Guys, we're experiencing tough times, but we're going to do something special for this very special event that we're on right now. And it's, again, I humbly want to thank Tom and the team for inviting us to be here. No, you're not going to invest $14,000, not $5,000, not $14.97. By the way, every webinar we've done at EasyBay has been at $14.97. On this webinar alone, for the first 50 people that join, just $9.97. And we've even got payment plans available as well. There's a link that's coming up. I want to see who gets the gold, silver, and bronze medal. Guys, this is the link. It is clickseminars.live/Barry. Sorry, Bill. They used my name. I try to use yours. It's one less letter, but it is Barry. So clickseminars.live/Barry. Let's just answer some questions, Bill. We are committed to keep this within the confines of an hour and 10 minutes. So let's just answer any questions that people have in the last couple of minutes. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Guys, if you've got any questions, let us know in the chat box. But the time now, Bill, is now. We're on the eve of the holidays. Things are starting to go like this. We're seeing within our own members that sales are going like this. The time is now, isn't it?
Oh, it's such a fantastic time to be starting an eBay business. And Barry's not kidding. Like, it is so step-by-step, our training that's in there. Complete newbies are coming out of a weekend watching it and going on to making sales. Literally, like, you know, it's going to take you a few hours to get through the training. It's super step-by-step. It's really, really easy. I've broken it down just so that absolutely anybody can follow it, okay? It's such an easy system, and literally, it's all designed around taking action and getting your eBay set up, you know, as fast as possible. Everything you need is going to be in the training. We're really proud of the training that we've done for this. And then literally we're there to help you. I mean, it's a hand-holding process, okay? It's just that easy, and we get it. And we've all been through stuff, and we know that you know how important it is that it is just set up step by step so that anybody can follow it. So it's a fantastic training. And we know that because we do have people every single week coming in for the very first time and starting to make sales, and that's an incredible success rate that we have with a lot of our students. So,
just a point, we mentioned a lot about the holidays, and it's very important that our members realize that the holidays is just the beginning. I mean, e-commerce, where do you see it going to be 2021?
Oh my gosh, it's going to blow up. Yeah, I mean, now more than ever. It's so funny, Barry. You know, I was just thinking about this as you were going through the training, that I have made more money during COVID than I have ever. I mean, it's just amazing because so many people are shopping from the house now. I mean, it's become complete commonplace. And, thank you to the Amazons of the world to help build this, massive tidal wave of online shopping. But it's only going to get better. This is such a great time to be getting into the eBay business, to be getting into the drop shipping business, because it's only going to get better and better and better as people continue to use these tools.
It's a very nice words from Tammy. I appreciate it. Tammy, who's been with us for a good couple of months and he's done amazingly well. And thank you very much for sharing those very kind words. I really do appreciate it on this training with us. Guys, if you have questions, there are some questions coming in. Like who pays like the products? Now, by the way, guys, this doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be buying products from China. You can buy them locally as well. This is just an example that Bill gave of purchasing from AliExpress, but the process is very simple. Someone purchases from you on eBay. You then are able to purchase it from wherever, whether it's AliExpress or a local dropshipper, which we're going to share with you how you get and how you do that. But you only purchase after you've made the sale. So there's no investment that you're making, and you're doing it at profit. So how beautiful is that? That you can say, sell a product $100, and then you buy it for $50, get it shipped, and the profit, the rest is all yours. So for me, Bill, a kid, I want to really thank you for a kid, a young child like my own, that in profit is like in 4 figures of profit. In his very first attempt to do anything online it's mesmerizing. And I mention, I tell him every day, just follow the other training. It's a mistake. You would be doubling and tripling your numbers if you just did anything else other than just adding products. But it is what it is.
It's working.
Okay. Yeah, it is working. David's asking about he's selling music and selling digital stuff as well. I mean, you're not restricted just to physical products.
No, you're not. No, absolutely. You can sell digital products as well.
Guys, there is no limit to what you can do with eBay. And it really is a powerful, powerful system. Okay, guys, you got any last minute questions that are coming in? You've got the links on the screen. So to join, it is clickseminars.live/Barry. Again, clickseminars.live/Barry. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to reach out to the team. Hopefully, Mike, you can just put the link as well if people want to reach out. They've got any questions whatsoever. It's very simple. It's info@clickseminars.live, info@clickseminars.live. I'd love to get feedback from everyone in this virtual room. I'd love to get your feedback. I hope today was helpful. I hope it opened up your eyes to be able to do e-commerce without spending money at all. Not on traffic, not on store, not in inventory. And the beautiful, again, I reiterate, guys, you got 30-day, no questions asked refund policy. Guys, just do it. You got nothing to lose. If you make money, you're going to stick like everyone else has. If you don't, which is very unlikely, you ask for a refund, you got 30 days. I want you to all enjoy these holidays. I mean, Bill, we'll leave it with this. It's a 30-day money-back guarantee. They're going to go through your course, apply it. It's almost impossible not to make sales with this. And if for whatever crazy reason it doesn't work, we got the best support in the world. Sam's here, by the way, answering some of your questions on here, by the way. If that Sam is our head of support and is a phenomenon when it comes to support. If it doesn't work, Bill, it doesn't work. And it's unlikely if you follow the process, it won't work. Nothing to lose.
It really is. It's so step by step that you follow the process, you're going to be making sales. It literally is just that easy. It's just set up to in a way that anybody can do this. It really is. Anybody can do it.
All right, so guys, we're committed to keeping this to 17 minutes. We've got 50 seconds to say finally again, I want to thank Mike Stewart. This guy's a legend of online marketing. When I joined this, I came online 11, 12 years ago. He was there at the beginning. He's here now. He'll be here for the next 30 years. He is a legend. And honestly, it's a pleasure to work with. It's been 11 years, but I've never actually worked with Mike Stewart. So thank you, Tom, for giving this opportunity to work with such a wonderful audio, visual, spectacular marketer. Thank you for the opportunity. And Tom, thank you for inviting Bill and I to this amazing audience. Thank you, guys.
Well, hey, Barry, Bill, I'm blown away. And I'm not an eBayer, but my wife is. And she's doing very well. But let me tell you something. you've blown me away with what you've done here. So let's, yeah, I will probably end up being a customer here in a minute. She's on the road, but I'm going to make her watch this presentation because I learned things I didn't know. And if she can, you know, we thought when COVID would hit, I thought her eBay store would just go in half. It's tripled with her doing nothing. And if she learned what you're doing, holy smokes, I may just really get retired. Nah, I'll never do that. Anyway,
No,
guys,
that can't happen.
I wish we could stay longer, but we have another great presentation.
Yeah.
So bye from all over the world. I hope our paths cross again, Barry and Bill.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for having us.
Well, folks, there you have it. Wow. People are saying very enjoyable, great presentation. And thank you, Barry and Bill. Thank you. I thought this was very no nonsense. Listen, folks, my wife has been around internet marketing her whole life, and she's never embraced it until she started seeing that she can take something and turn it into a profit on eBay. And when you pull in this kind of genius to that, my goodness, I'm sold. I am sold. Anyway, we got to get on. We got another presentation going on. But Bill and Barry, it was awesome. Thank you so much. So at this point, that's the end of this presentation. And in 20 minutes time, we're going to be having Brian Anderson. Let me get my notes here. We're going to have Brian Anderson with Jeff Smith, and they're going to be talking about affiliate insiders. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss the whole week. This is what we're doing here at clickseminars.live. We're bringing the experts from the world to help you learn how to build amazing online businesses. I know it's changed my life, and I know it'll change yours. So come on back, and we'll see you in about 20 minutes with the next presentation.